Well, it's late Friday night, September 23rd, 2011. I just was looking at the S&P 500 ETF, the SPY, and making some estimates about the coming week. And before I go on, you can see right there on the screen, orangequant is kind of changing shape, and it's the home of the $50 trade now, as well as our other quant tools, FLIR and synthetic trend lines. But now the $50 trade is our main focus, and this is a trade that can go from $0 to $1,000 in just one day. Just stop over to orangequant.com, and there's a link there to the FAQ page, and it will explain about it, and you really ought to take a look at this. You only do this trade maybe once a month, and so if you're running trades, any trade in a given month where you lose 50 bucks, and I know that happens all the time because it happens to me too, you might consider how you could use that $50 differently. This is what I'm saying. And it's a high risk trade, but the payoff, as you can see, can be considerable. Alright, let me move on. By the way, I'm Dennis Hudson, if I didn't mention that, your host. Let's move on to the forecast for the coming week. Now, life is not perfect, and before I get into this, I need to point out that right now there's a lot of confusion amongst quants and technicians as to what shape the coming week might take. These are weekly bars you're looking at. This is a weekly chart. Mainly, if you look at technical indicators for the coming week, it's very bearish. Everything looks like everything says it's going down. And that may or may not be true, but my toolkit at orangequant tell me it's going to be kind of a well, I wouldn't say a stagnating week. It might be very exciting, but see the yellow section of next week there on this this bar right over here, this multicolor bar. That yellow section is the highest probability that we have, which would bring the SPY to 115 to 121, somewhere in that range. And pardon me, that would be the most likely range that we can make out for it. You can see it's kind of constrained by the synthetic trend lines, the blue ones. The others are different probabilities if it breaks out. The problem that we're having is with the bar of this current week, this past week right now, that is kind of confusing. It broke out slightly above the blue synthetic and slightly below the blue synthetic. But what I'm really expecting is that in general it's going to be in that yellow range, because with a different tool at orangequant that we use, we have an indication that Monday could be a little bit up from Friday's close, maybe somewhat down. Not likely to be down much from Friday's close, more likely to be up, and certainly Tuesday and Wednesday should be well up from the Friday close. So that would imply, considering that that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that this chart is going to go up for the week. And how far up, it's hard to say. I mean, the first limitation there is at 121, which if you just follow the index, that would be about 1210. If it breaks through that, then you can see going into the light blue where else it can go. So these are the possibilities. They're just a quick update for you, and I hope this is useful to you. So by all means, stop by and say hello over at orangequant.com and see what the buzz is about the $50 trade, which is coming up very soon. And so you need to get into this so that we can go into the chat room and I can explain to you exactly how this thing works, okay? So I'm Dennis Hudson, orangequant.com. You have a good weekend, and we'll see you out here Monday.